What is up? It's Lip Service. I'm Angela Yee.
I'm GiGi Maguire.
I'm L'Oreal.
Oh, and Tammy Rivera is here.
Hi.
Hey, girl.
Very beautiful, very sweet Tammy Rivera.
Oh, thank you. she came in here killing it too.
I know, it's Fashion Week.
First Fashion Week, I got another event to go to.
I hear that. I saw you in the all red and everything.
Yeah, I love it. I just love this. Can we curse in here?
Yeah.
Oh, I just love this shit.
No, because you are a stylist, so let's never forget that.
Yeah. So that's what comes from the, originally. But I just love it.
Do you love the fact that now you sit in like the front row? Because think about starting out as a stylist and how much things have changed for you.
Girl, yeah. I remember I was just telling them last when it was Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week, and I came to the shows, and I was like all the way in the back, but I didn't give a damn because I was like,
I'm here.
And I still ain't where I want to be.
Right.
So,
where do you need to be? Front row.
I mean,
next to Anna Wintour.
No, I need to be walking down the aisle presenting my own clothes with Anna Wintour. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
In the front row.
In the front row, right.
Because you have the bathing suits.
Yeah, I have the swimsuit line. And that's been doing really, really, really good.
And you have your new song, All These Kisses, and you did a video.
Yeah.
Did you pick the leading guy, or how does that work?
No, they wouldn't let me pick him. But I was like, I told them I described to them what I wanted. And they found him, but he was good. He's a good.
What was that description?
She's petty. I said I wanted him to be tall, chocolate, tattoos, close cut. Walker tones, so everything is the opposite of what I am. I was like, no,
except tall.
Like right.
What would your leading guy be if you had to describe your leading guy?
Idris Elba.
Definitely tall and dark.
How come no one says short?
I mean, nobody says when I grow up, I want to have me a short guy with a big belly.
That's the same height as me so we can stand eye to eye.
You're tall. How tall are you?
5'5". I'm short.
Okay. Oh, you're short. Yeah, well, you're taller than me,
I don't
but
want no tall.
So you said tall.
Oh, you don't want tall.
No, I want tall.
Oh, I'm like, wait, what's going on?
Yeah, no,
She
I
was
want
being
tall.
funny when I
was
said,
being
how come no one
sarcastic.
said short?
Yeah. No, but yeah, tall and dark. Tattoos is fine. I like
How come no one says light skin?
I don't like light skin. Look at us.
Yeah,
I mean, my
'cause
husband's like.
She said,
well, he's brown. Light brown. What's he? Caramel, I guess.
Right.
But I'm too light for a light man.
That's how I feel. First of all,
That's why I said, look at
don't say
us.
like.
Yeah.
No discrimination
Right.
to the yellow brothers. But me personally, I need a little bit of flavor to dilute this mix, swirl it on up because I'm light enough.
Yeah, that's right.
I probably only dated one light skinned guy in my whole life.
I've dated a couple, but
Really, because compared to me, like
You're saying dated, not fucked, because it's different.
dated, like
It
it
is
was my
different.
boyfriend,
Right.
But he's like my complexion. But like all the other guys I've dated is probably like light brown skin or darker.
I've never dated a light skinned guy. My husband is the lightest, and he hood as hell. So you get a pass when you got.
You gotta be light skinned and hood. You can't be light skinned and soft.
Yeah, my ex he's from Cameroon, and my other ex was dark. So I was like, you just like black.
You like the
He
opposite.
squints his eyes when he takes pictures. The exes.
One of them was so black, their name was Blue. Like,
Damn. Blue black.
they just call him Blue. I was like,
Now, what's the difference? We were talking about this between dating and fucking, because some people mistake those two. Like they think if I'm having sex with you, I'm dating you.
oh, we have sex, we dating. I mean, I'm just as me. I've always been in relationships. Like a lot of people don't know I was married when I was to my daughter's father. I was with him for 10 years. He was like my first boyfriend.
How old were you when you got married?
19.
19. Damn.
Yep, I was 19 when I got pregnant. I got married. I had my daughter when I was 20.
So did you guys get married because you were pregnant and it was like, okay, this is what we need to do?
Girl, no, my family ghetto. They don't give a damn. It ain't no this. They didn't care. I just thought he was my first. Like I was with him since I was 13 or something like that, and I was with him for 10 years. So it was just like the right thing to do. I guess we just felt like we was in love or whatever. But yeah, and after that, I had 2 relationships after that. So everybody that I had sex with, I was in a relationship with.
Right. If I'm having sex with you, we go together.
Yeah, we go together, nigga. I damn near love you.
What made you get divorced?
With that, the last with my ex, it was an abusive relationship. Just wasn't healthy. I just thought I didn't grow up with a father, so I thought certain things were love. But then when you get to a point where you get older, you like, hold up, nigga, this ain't about right.
That ain't
This don't
right.
seem right. So yeah, it was too controlling. Just you know, it was just too much. But I don't even blame him because he was young. So he's going off of what he feels. So I tell people, like, even though it was abusive for me, but I still don't blame him because he was a child himself.
Right, you guys were trying to figure it out. So you think if y'all arguing all the time and he's controlling, that's because he loves me?
I thought, like, even when he put his hands on me, I thought that was love. Like, I was like, oh, that's, you know, oh, he loved me. Like, but what, I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I had to be younger.
No, so many people go through that though.
Yeah, because you don't know. You feel like when a man show you that type of love, it's like, oh, he really cares.
Because especially after when he's so sorry and he's and y'all both crying. And
Lord.
But once I got over that girl, I was like, oh, a nigga couldn't even barely raise his voice at me. Like, no controlling. Like I never could date anyone who could even tell me what to do or try to talk down on me or anything. It actually affects you later on in life, though.
No, I feel you. Because I think my dad always used to yell at my mom all the time. So now if you raise your voice at me, it's like a bad red flag to me.
Right.
That's what Walker used to tell. He used to be like, I'm not talking down on you. And it was for years that's why I realized, like, okay, yeah, maybe I'd be tripping because I just, like, he could say one thing like, man, baby, you don't cook no more. Oh, I don't cook no more. Okay. Like, you talking down on me? He's like, what the hell?
He's like, no, you really don't cook no more.
I'm hungry.
It's been a while since I've been in the kitchen.
Yes.
So you become like a little sensitive,
You
basically.
become because you're so used to
In defense,
even when we would play sometimes, like we would play and he would like jump too fast, I would like kind of flinch and he'd be like, and Walker's like, baby, stop. He like, oh my, like he would catch himself. Like we'd be playing, but my reaction would just be like, and he'd be like, oh my God, baby, like don't do that. Like what?
You make me feel like I'm about to do something.
Yeah, he's like, what is wrong? Like why you? It really hurt him to see me. I didn't think of it like that because it was just reaction. It's like, but I'm not. I'm like, it ain't that serious. Like he like, nah, it is. You just don't know. Like that looks crazy.
What was the final straw then that made you finally be like, you know what?
Unhappy. With
your first marriage. What was the final straw?
I was just done. Like I didn't know who I just looked crazy. I just didn't feel, I wasn't confident in myself. And I think I remember he cheated, or I found out he cheated or something. And that was just like, this is your way out.
Right.
Like, run,
it's your
bitch.
fault.
Run.
Right.
So I was like, oh, nigga, I'm gone. I ain't never coming home. So when I left, and I'm from Baltimore, and I started hanging out with my friends, and people like, damn, like, where you from, shorty? And I'm like, I'm from here. They're like, hell no, like, I've never seen you. And I'm like, I'm from here. But once I got out and I started dating this guy, and I was like, oh, nigga, I ain't coming back.
I found somebody who treated that good. So
life.
Does it mean that the next guy you dated treated you way better and was completely different,
No,
or was
girl,
it like
that
a
lasted
pattern?
for like 5 or 6 months. It was just
a rebound.
He was just had a lot of money, and he was just like wanted me to do whatever I wanted to do, like enjoy yourself, like just you young, you just live your life, whatever. And I was like, cool, this is pretty good. It's good right here.
And you was with the same person for a while, so it's probably good to get like a taste of something new.
Right.
And being so young.
Yeah, I just thought that was all. That's all I knew. That's all it is. Like it's just that person. And then when you get out, you like, boy, like,
what was I
and then
doing?
you look back like, nigga, you really a clown.
But that's what I always say. When you're dating somebody and they treat you really fucked up, and then you finally break up, and then you always look back and you're like, what
was I
doing? All your
doing?
friends see it, your fam,
Yeah.
but you can't see it while you're in it. And so it's so important when you get that opportunity to leave. That's the hardest part, is really just leaving.
Right.
And then taking it like day by day. Every day it gets a little bit easier, but the hardest part is just making that commitment to be like, all right, I'm done with this.
Yeah. And I felt bad because when we separated, we everybody's like, he was going through a real rough time, and everybody was like, Tammy, and I felt bad, and I was like, to the point where I was willing to go back, but then I was like, if you go back, you can either go back and be miserable and make him happy, or leave, be happy, and he'll eventually find happiness.
Right.
And I was like, I couldn't do it. I was just like, I just can't do it no more.
And being that y'all have a child together, how is he now? Because you still have to be in contact with him.
It's the worst ever. We don't communicate. It's the worst communication ever. Like, it's like such a grudge there. Like, he hates me.
He see you out here flourishing.
Right.
He hates me. Hates
He
my
done
guts.
glowed up, and he done glowed off.
Yeah, he hates my guts. But for my daughter, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so frustrating sometimes to have to, like, he lives in Maryland, I live in Atlanta, and I have full custody, but she goes on like once a month and she goes in the summer. So it's hard to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the communication is none. So we communicate through an app.
Wow.
Through the
But
courts.
at least your daughter's old enough that she can communicate with you directly, because it has to be harder when she's young.
Yeah, when she's young, she didn't know better, so she didn't know. Now she's getting older, and she starts to see things, and she kind of like, she starts to see like the little pettiness and things that he might say to her, do to her, that she know is because it's a reflection to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's my baby's 12 now, so she's got
Not
a little
baby.
Yeah, she's not.
She's still your baby,
She's still a baby.
but she's like, you know, she's very mature. Yeah.
What about him and Waka? Did they ever have a conversation?
Waka's reached out to him numerous of times. He's never spoke to Waka.
Wow. He's bitter, huh?
I was about to say, he is bitter.
He's a lemon.
He is not a happy man.
Never.
He is just upset, honey.
Girl, real mad.
All right,
Big
now,
mad at little
normally we start off with the tip of the day, but we didn't start with, so we're going to get to that right now. All right, so now we get this question all the time from guys. We have this advice thing that we do, and people want to ask, how do you get your girl back after you cheated? What works and what doesn't work? Because there's so many guys out there that mess up and don't know, like, what can I do to get my girl back? And we get this question like nonstop. So let's talk about that for all of us. When somebody cheats on you, and we know you got cheated on, but you still...
Well, damn, Angela.
Way to be modest.
It was well documented.
She said it was well
As
done.
anybody in this room.
but we all have
Right.
been, you know, honestly, yours was just very public, obviously.
absolutely.
But what does work? Because there's a lot of guys who mess up, right? And their girl is like, I'm not fucking with you anymore. But what works and what doesn't work when it comes to getting your girl back?
For me personally, I would say I don't think it's what they do. It's really, I mean, it can be what they do, but it's really a woman knows, like, really, if she's just completely done. Like, I'm a Leo. I'm loyal to by default, but when I'm completely done, I'm like done.
Right.
Which when we separated, I was like, bye. Like, just don't come back. Don't come to my house. Like, just leave me alone. Like, he was not go away.
He was coming to the house.
Yeah, he would not go away. And then I even let him. I said, okay, this is what I'm gonna do to get him go away. I'm gonna let him come in here and I'm gonna let him mess himself up. So I just kept my wall up. I was just like, want the first thing he do, then they getting the fuck out. He wouldn't. I mean, it was so consistent. I thought it was an act. Yeah, I thought it was an act. I was so mean to the point that everybody was like, "Yo, you really being like, you really a bitch." Like, and I'm not like that. So
I know. I was
like,
gonna say, I
stop.
can't see you being mean. Like, what's mean?
Yeah, girl, I just didn't care. Like, I would just say anything, do anything.
Right.
I would just, and then he was like, damn. And I'd be like, well, you can get the fuck out.
Right.
Yeah, like, and he was like, you know, and he would just eat it. Like, he was just constantly, he just came
Whoa,
one day.
that's what he was doing.
That's what
He
you gotta do.
constantly
Eat it.
You just gotta eat it.
I mean, I guess
How do you get your girl back? You gotta eat it.
constantly.
Constantly eat it.
No, I wouldn't even let him touch me. Like, he had to stay in Charlie room. Like, I just didn't want nothing to do with him. I was like, I'm just done. I would try to find reasons. I'm like, maybe if I'm real nasty and mean, he'll leave. And then he was just like, because when we separated, the last thing I told him was, I was like, I promise. I said, I swear to God on my child's life, I will never love you the same. I was like, it's done. So that stuck in my head. I was like, I can lie to him, I can lie to myself. I can't lie to God.
Right.
You know, not on my child. But I was so angry at the moment. I was like, I promise to God I will never love you the same. So when he came back in the house and he was like, one day we got into it, and I was like, listen, I meant what I said, nigga. Like, I will never love you the same. And he was like, I know you won't. He's like, because you going to love me more. And I was like,
He saved her life.
yeah, I'm like, damn.
Did he practice that bar?
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. I'm like,
that was a good
damn.
bar.
He probably was like, this. She told me. And there's nothing I could say because I'm like, well, if I do love him, and which in the end ended up happening. Like,
And part of it is your daughter, because they had such a great relationship.
Crazy
It made
relationship.
it so hard for you to be like, because she was like telling you.
yeah, she don't see no wrong in him. Like, she loves him to death. But what I can say is, even throughout our whole separation, he's like, he picked her up from school, he dropped her off, and everybody knows that's not his biological child, but there is no, blood couldn't make them closer.
Right.
You
That's
know?
cool.
So that's interesting, because you let him come. Now, this is something that guys have to learn when they fuck up. If I let you back in, don't do nothing wrong, and just understand the fact that I'm gonna treat you like shit.
Yeah, like
And
I
eat
was,
it.
Yeah, you gotta deal with
She
it.
said, eat it.
Constantly.
Eat shit.
But you know, sometimes when you're so damaged, that don't work down there. Like
I
me
meant eat it
personally-
like how you said it. Now you saying it.
Oh,
the
wait,
other
I'm
way.
confused.
She's talking
No,
about.
because she know what she was saying.
She done took it somewhere else.
Oh, that was
She
a
said,
trap.
sometimes that don't work.
No, it don't. Like me, I'm
You be like, I'm not gonna come. I don't care
What you
how
say,
long you
Jody?
eat it. I'm not.
Ooh, I said, Jody, I'm not going to this.
I love you,
love
Jody.
you.
And you know how you have an attitude when you having sex and you mad as hell, but
You be like,
Oh yeah.
and you be like, I'm gonna just fucking lay here
And I ain't gonna say
because I'm mad as
shit.
hell. I'm not making a noise.
Next thing you know, you forgive me.
Shit, walking up there. He's like, well, you ain't gotta say shit. I'm still gonna catch my nut. I'm like,
Oh,
this is rude. Like,
Just rude.
he don't care. I be squeak. That nigga don't care. He was like, shit.
I need it. Now, what doesn't work? If you have to give guys advice, like for when they're trying to get back after they fucked up, what doesn't work?
Excuses.
Blaming, telling me what I did wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to
I
put the
fucked up,
fault
but
on-
that because during that time you was talking to. No, I don't want to hear none of that shit.
Bring up the oldest shit.
Yeah, oh,
The oldest shit.
Before I met you, you.
girl.
You know you love me, so we just gonna get through this. What? Get your ass the fuck.
I love you, nigga.
Yeah,
Fuck.
exactly.
All right, so excuses does not work. You got to just admit I fucked up and just take it and don't blame shit on me.
Don't blame. I don't give a damn if what it was. Don't blame. I don't care. We had sex in 2 months. Don't tell me why I cheated because you ain't give me no pussy. I don't care.
Right.
I don't want to hear nothing.
Well, that is kind of fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's kind
2
of
months. No.
What do you expect?
Girl, did I be messed up?
All right, what else doesn't work? And what all right, no, we didn't finish what does work because you said basically he was very consistent. He still was in contact, obviously, you know, with your daughter and picking her up and doing all of that stuff and just letting you treat him like shit.
Yeah, he just want to go away.
Okay.
He wanna go, but he really changed. Mm-hmm. Like I kept,
You have to show and prove.
like you really have to like consistently like change. Like he really changed. Like the guy he is now is not the guy that he was. Like I mean, he's changed.
And
Completely.
it would suck to put in all that work for somebody else to benefit off of it.
But
That's
you,
how I think.
but sometimes you can't think like that. You just be like, so like I used to think like that. Like I ain't gonna let nobody benefit. Girl, I got to a point I was so tired. Like, girl, have his ass. Have everything. Take my shit too.
Take that and the benefits, bitch.
Right? Huh? You want my shoes on? Cause I'm done.
Because we've all taken back a cheating guy. So L'Oreal,
Oh God.
what worked for you? Because we're giving these guys advice. Because maybe some of them are changing too that are listening.
I think, like you said, being consistent, like that's a big key. It's like if you keep trying to show that you care, you change, and not even that you change, because I don't believe that somebody's going to change just in one day, 1 week, that you're willing to change, that you're going to put in the effort. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like, everybody makes mistakes, so you can't expect somebody to never do nothing wrong.
Right.
But at the same time, I think it's like the main thing is like, all right, they might have cheated or whatever, but were they disrespecting you in a way where it's like, all right, you could find a picture or you could find this or you could find, I know. That's what makes it, I think that's what makes it worse for us. Because if we find out something that maybe they fucked somebody when they was on a boys trip, you know, last year, then
As
you
long as it wasn't one of the boys.
girl, you know, not one of the boys. Listen, y'all some nasty ass motherfuckers.
I looked at you like, boy, trip.
First of all, he don't never have to call me again. Ain't no forgiving that, brother.
Oh, so okay, you can't forgive
I
him
mean,
for
if he
fucking one of
fucks
his
his
boys?
homeboy, no.
But you know, there's some women that take men back when they found out that they with other guys or transgenders.
It's different.
See, no.
I don't think I can do that.
We talked about that insecure incident a little bit when he said he did something in college.
He let somebody
Right.
suck his dick.
He
Oh,
let
a
somebody
boy?
suck his
Yeah.
dick.
Yeah, in
It's
college.
That's a boy, Damien. Like you don't do
It was
that.
one time.
So wait, you wouldn't mess with him no more?
Hell no.
But that was mad long ago. He never did nothing again.
Fuck,
No.
girl.
I just wonder.
I can't do that. No.
I don't want to be in that
way.
situation, so I don't even.
Cause nigga, you like I don't care what you say, you liked it.
Right.
Because a man knows
I
how,
can't do for you.
a man knows how they like their thing, you know, sucked
The
on.
taint.
Right.
But what
So-
if he was like, I didn't really like it, man. That beard was rubbing on my
But what do
leg.
you even do?
I came all in his beard. It looked weird.
But you did it, even for you to even think that was like appropriate. Like no shade, no to no.
So you never mess with any girls?
Who, me?
Oh shit! Now
Whoa.
she said, "Who me?" I didn't say that.
I'm still experiencing life.
Okay. But that doesn't
that's
mean
a
you're
yes.
a full-on lesbian.
No, I am curious.
Okay.
I'm curious.
Right.
But I don't.
But
I
that's
could never be in a
okay.
relationship. I know I'm not gay. I could never. Girl, I don't even like females enough like that to be living with one.
Right.
So what if he said that? He's like, well, I don't really like guys.
Yeah,
enough
I just let him suck my dick once.
Different.
It's so
That's
different.
just okay. Would you rather have a gay daughter or a gay son?
Damn, that's fucked up. I don't know.
I love either one just the same.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect answer.
Wait,
I
can
don't
my
know.
son do hair?
We know they both.
my
You
son
love them
do hair.
both the same.
Like, yeah, Gigi, does my son do hair? Does that gay son do hair?
Right. Is he
Then I'll say
slaying
son.
Is he slaying them sewing like Tokyo style or no?
Does he make wigs?
Y'all are so selfish.
I have an answer for the tip.
Yeah. So Gigi,
I
You-
agree
you done?
with both Tammy and L'Oreal said, but I want to add to that taking accountability for your actions.
Oh, that's good.
that's very important.
Put it
Yeah.
all out on the table.
Taking accountability for your actions and sincerely apologizing,
Right.
Right.
as well as like you said, he changed and was persistent and all of that.
Nice gift,
I
too.
think a nice gift, a nice
Yeah.
gift,
Nice gift.
a nice
Along with the
some gifts, a trip or two. You know, that always
Yeah.
a little bonus round.
Right.
But definitely admitting your faults and taking responsibility for your actions.
Sometimes that can hurt you, because I tell you, like I remember when he was like, I'm gonna put it all out on the table.
Oh, shit, I was
ain't
gonna
delete-
ask you
He gave me the
that.
iPad. He didn't delete nothing. I seen everything.
Damn, why did he do that? He should have done
Yeah, now I didn't say snitch on yourself.
Yeah, don't
I
do
just
that.
said admit that you was wrong.
Did you want to know all that?
A part of me did, but then when I seen it, I was like, why? Because he already admitted. So he
Right.
like, just if you want to know, like, just take it. And I
Shit.
was like, why the fuck did I take this iPad? So it was so funny because I was like reading it, and I said, okay, just leave me alone. Don't say nothing to me. And I guess he was downstairs like pacing, and I'm going through it. So he came down. I said, "Get the fuck away from the door." He was like, "Okay," and like, and I was just like, "Why did I do this? Like, why?"
But did you read it all?
Girl, I read every bit of it.
Every
that
second,
would've been me.
every word, every
That's
But that's why
Imagine.
it was so. That's why I was so mean.
Right.
That's why it was so hard to take him back. Like, it was so hard. Even when we got back, I was still like so guarded. Like, he was like, "I know that you're not not Tammy yet."
Right.
Like, you know, he's
Do
like,
you
"You're
still
opening
bring
up."
shit up to this day? Like,
I stopped that.
okay.
I stopped that.
That's
it had
important.
to take a long time. Like, it took a minute for us to get to a point where I was just like, I
Completely
just
over
started
it.
practicing positive energy,
Mm-hmm.
and it really works. Like, not putting, putting things out there, or not trying to speak, or even thinking it. Because
Right.
when you think it, I remember I used to have dreams. I swear to God, I used to know when he would do something stupid. I would have a bad dream.
You like Miss Cleo.
Nah, I
Get that
feel
chill
you.
up your
what I'm saying?
spine.
You had that premonition.
Yeah,
I
you
would wake up with it. And I know I know when he lie. I know him. You know, you be with someone, you just know them.
Mm-hmm.
And I would say something like, we petty. We'll just say little shit. But we
I know
already
you
the
did
answer
that.
to-
Somebody told me you was in.
No, I would just say something like if I knew this. Okay, say you were in Miami with a girl. I'd be like, at a certain spot. I'd be like, oh yeah, because my homegirl was at La La Lulu's at on Thursday. And
He'd be like,
oh word.
Yeah, nigga. You remember that?
And then don't say nothing. I'm petty.
Right.
I let it marinate for like a whole day or two. He walking on eggshells like.
Do you happen to know where that is?
Right. Have you seen that before?
Have you ever seen there?
I saw you was tagged in the picture.
Right.
I don't say none of that. I'll just let it sit. So whereas though he think I know.
This is like premeditated. Like,
Girl, I'm one of those ones like that you would call and I'll just put the evidence together.
like a forensics agent.
Girl, I get it together real fast. Real fast.
That's good though that y'all manage. I mean, because it is a lot. Okay, now let's talk about things that don't work. This is what you should not do when you're trying to get back. What you should not do. I think it's never a good idea to leave somebody alone if you're trying to get back with them. Sometimes people, you tell them, leave me
Yeah, that
alone,
is
leave
the
me alone.
worst. That
It's
means you
not a
don't
great
care.
idea to really, for real, leave her alone if you're
No,
really
it's
trying
not.
to get back.
Hell no.
Yeah, no.
Because too much, especially if you're mad, you start doing things that maybe you wouldn't have normally did
If
just
you-
because you're angry.
Right.
They have to stay like in your face or not
But
even
me,
just in your
show me
face.
you
but like,
care.
yeah, you have to.
Like, stroke my ego.
Because you know, some guys in their head, they think, well, she's so mad, I'm going to give her some time to
space, yeah.
chill.
No.
That's the worst thing to do.
That's
that
time to
chill is going
time
to
for me
backfire.
to
Get some
get the
dick.
hell right and leave your ass alone.
And not only that, it would make me feel like, well, damn, you really didn't care that much to try to put effort forth to get me not to leave because you just let me go.
Right. Like,
You know
and
what
then
I
you start
mean?
thinking, well, what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah.
Right.
Also, don't be trying to post pictures like you having a good time.
Oh, they always
Oh,
do
girl,
that.
I hate that. Act like you playing basketball.
Don't you
you
dare.
hear everybody in the background. You like, oh, look on the Instagram like, oh, this nigga having fun. Nigga, you supposed to be in the house crying.
Right.
You having fun?
See, but then that'll give
I'm
you
gonna
the
go have fun
ammunition.
too.
Yes, you're like, let me go out now.
Yeah.
I know
Next
guys like me.
Petty, you be posting them pictures on Instagram like,
I'll post a whole nigga on I'll be like,
Man Crush
hey,
Monday.
boo.
girl, I get that phone call. I can't do that.
Yeah, but that MCM is the best thing to do because it could be somebody that you know you don't even
That you
know or
can't
nothing
even-
like that.
yeah.
Yeah, but that'll make them
She
so
said Idris
mad.
Elba earlier just to put it out there.
Yeah, I remember.
I like the he walk know I love Idris. He was like, every time I watch a movie, like, Dagger your boo. I was like, I wasn't even looking at that. He was like, oh, you want to watch this movie because Idris? I'm like, no.
Good movie.
It's a
You
movie.
told on yourself though because nobody even had asked you. You was like Idris Elba.
She wanted it out of nowhere.
Gigi was like, that's not who I said.
Now, what about, do you ever run into any other women like that you've seen on the iPad?
I've never, that's the funny thing. Like, I've never had a girl ever approach me. I've never had to deal with like one particular female. He was just,
Wilding out.
yeah. You know, it was
You
just
think
like
that's
random
better than one particular person?
I think it, okay, I would say this. There's two sides to that. No, it's not better because you be like, nigga, you're a hoe. Like, you just mess with anybody. But then the flip side is when a nigga catch feelings for one person, that can really...
It's a relationship.
Yeah, you be like, oh, you can't stop messing with her?
Right.
Like,
Right.
That would drive you nuts. So, I get it's you know...
What you think is worse, multiple women or one?
One.
I think so, too.
Because it's
I'm
more
with her.
invested. It's more time. It's more effort. It's more of them being together.
As a
if he's
possibility
spreading
for them to
it
be
thin,
her.
then he's spreading it thin and he giving them all a little bit. But
He's
if he's
just
giving,
disgusting.
But
yeah,
low
but if
key,
he
you might have
small.
only seen one. It's probably more than one, but you just seen one because
If you seen one consistently.
happen to catch her. Because that happened to me. Like I caught my ex cheating on me, and I
caught
was
him?
seeing,
You caught him, like, walked in on him?
Nah, like
Oh,
on
okay.
some Instagram shit.
Oh,
like
okay.
the bitch posted.
Instagram be fucking people
This-
lives
yeah,
up.
but the dumb bitch
It sure
knew he
does.
had a girlfriend and she had posted the picture on purpose.
Right.
But
And he let her.
Yeah, but
Because
in my
for some
mind-
reason she felt like that was okay.
Right.
She felt like...
No, or she felt like she had one up. Like she knew what it was, but she
Yeah.
like, oh, I got this picture, da, da, da. You know, but then not knowing, it probably was about at the time, well, I didn't find out till later, but probably like 5 other bitches that had a similar picture. So in my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, this nigga's fucking with this one bitch. Da, da, da. Oh,
What, he had a backdrop?
It was multiple hoes. Just like, you know what I mean? All it takes, just because they took, like the girl has a picture in a car or
Right.
something, that don't make them in a relationship. But in your mind, when you
Girl.
see that shit and you keep looking at it,
Right, you make a whole
you done,
story
they
up.
done started a family.
Girl, they...
They got a dog.
I think our minds get to us more so hard because I got to tell Walk, I'm like, nigga, you don't answer the phone, I already done placed you with 10 bitches.
Right. Right.
That's crazy. But you don't feel like that now.
No, I don't.
Right, you got over that. It took a while.
You know, and I don't even think it's just more so like just him. It's just I have gotten to a place in my life where, nigga, that's on you. You can
Right.
play if you
I'm
want to.
pretty popping.
I think at this point you probably scared his ass shitless.
Right.
That he's not going to take the chance of going through that with you again because he probably know at this point there will be no return.
It ain't. It's like,
Not to mention
and
there's
you
a lot
probably
of guys
drilled that
on your
into his head
heels.
with your actions
A
the
lot.
first time.
you should know you almost got me in trouble.
No,
Tell
that's
us
a
about
fact.
it.
That's a fact. What happened?
Here
Okay, so I'm not gonna name names.
Yeah,
but it was a
please don't.
celebrity basketball game, and you know I'm very competitive. And I was assistant coach to Fat Joe on the team, and one of the players on the team was like, "Listen, if I win, could you go ask Tammy if I could take her on a date?" And I said, "Well, you know she's in a relationship." He was like, "I just want to take her on one date." I said, "Okay, if you win." But
He was trying. Girl, he shot that 3-pointer from across the lane.
She was dunking on a little girl.
yeah. But I knew we wasn't gonna win because the other team was stacked up against us. They had all kind of shit going for us. But it was some incentive. Thank you, Tammy. It was incentive for us. We came close.
Sometimes you gotta take.
And then afterward, I told Tammy, I said, I just gotta let you know, I did promise somebody a date with you. But I'm very competitive.
Girl, I'm cheering for him and everything. I ain't know.
You ain't even know.
I'm just cheering for her team.
Damn, Ange.
I know. Listen, if we would have won, I don't know what I would have done. I'd have been
Your
like,
ass would have been on that date.
I'd have been like, sorry.
I put her ass in the Tammy Rivera swimsuit. That girl, go.
She would have had to style you for the date and just put some glasses on you.
Listen, we would have to do a lot more than that. Okay? Put a lot more on me.
Wow.
But I'm sure that did you ever consider going out with somebody else like while you were single for that period of time?
No, I didn't think about. I mean, conversations is different.
I know you had some fantastic options.
It looked like he didn't give her.
Petty.
But it looked like he didn't give her a chance.
Oh, he would have killed me. Like I mean, I could talk. He knew that I was talking to people or whatever. It wasn't nothing like ever dating or no more than a text or so.
Right.
But I would never go out. I didn't want to get shot at.
Damn.
Like they come on, I want to fly you to. I'm
at
like,
the end
he
of the
got
day,
people in the Philippines. I'm like,
In the Philippines.
I want to fly you to the Philippines. There's people in the Philippines.
That's the thing though, when you guys mess up, what you don't understand is you giving us a little bit of space. Because GiGi.
And opportunity.
Listen, GiGi done broke up, and so many guys wanted to talk to GiGi all that time, and I know it's hard.
Ooh.
And then you start feeling like, well, damn, this ain't so bad.
Well, maybe I am popping.
Yeah. It was nice.
It was nice.
What does was mean, GiGi?
Well, yeah, it was. What that
You
mean?
said it was nice.
When I was initially single, in the beginning, and it was
I thought you were still single.
I am still single, but in the
She said
beginning,
initially when it happened.
at first there was a large, oncoming,
Traffic.
Storm.
But sometimes you let that breakup happen, and that's when guys realize how much they miss you for real.
They just realized somebody else about to slide in
That's right.
and take everything, take the whole damn family, the mama, everybody else. Or
they don't realize what they had until they ain't got it no more.
That's true too. Absolutely.
I feel like it does sometimes take certain people a while. Especially if they're in a relationship where maybe it was a lot, you was together a lot and stuff like that. I feel like sometimes their friends get in their head and they yeah, you single, let's go. You know what I mean? And then after a while, when the fun is wearing down and they friends ain't over there all the time, it starts to be like, oh shit, where's my girl?
I saw you posted a whole bunch of roses in the club and said you got in so much trouble that night.
Oh, Angela is so petty.
Well, you just brought up some old shit.
It was a throwback Thursday. Her and Toya in the club.
Where'd you get those roses
Who
from?
sent you them roses? Who gave you them roses in the club?
They was Toya's.
You was holding them. I know you wasn't holding Toya's roses.
Girl, it was a mess that night. It was that weekend. It was fun. It was just a whole bunch of
a whole bunch of moving parts.
Yeah, a whole bunch of stuff. I was, it was just they were just coming
Whoa.
at you.
Right.
Whoa.
When guys know you're single and they know they immediately it's just everybody just start coming.
Dicks everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you said yeah.
It's like dick.
Yeah.
Dicks everywhere. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, that concept.
Ridiculous.
No,
Get that dick out of here.
People were coming to just introduce themselves and stuff. I'm like, oh, it was just crazy. It was just a crazy night.
Do you think being on reality TV and then just really just becoming, because you really did become famous, after doing that. Everybody knows who Tammy is now. We see you all the time, and I'm sure you can't go anywhere. Life has changed so much, for you. Do you think that was hard for him to take into?
I think honestly, I think for a moment it was because he had to share me. Walker's a Gemini. He's real protective. He's very old school. He believe in.
I'm laughing because we was talking about signs.
We're gonna get into that right now.
Angela was looking at me I don't care about signs.
Yeah, because she was saying she won't
It
date somebody based on their sign.
I really won't.
I mean, I won't go that far.
It's a lot.
But what's so crazy? I believe so much in the signs. My two exes were Geminis.
Gigi's a Gemini and her ex is a Gemini.
Oh my God, how does that work? Two Geminis.
She
be
be
having
bad
it.
twins meet.
Really?
Explosion.
Because I dated a
I feel
Leo
like I'm
once and it
cursed.
didn't.
I've been in numerous long-term relationships, and they've all been Geminis, and it's all within the week of my birthday, because I'm a Gemini.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, and like my ex, we were together for 7 years. He's a Gemini. A guy I dated after him had the same exact birthday as me, and then I just randomly met someone that is in that same week too. So it's just like, yeah.
It's like they come to you, right? Like you can't like you.
It's like
you,
I'm cursed. I can't shake the Gemini man.
You be like,
Like
oh, I'm
they-
feeling this dude. What's your sign? You be like Gemini. You be like, damn.
Yeah. Then it's like, oh, when your
Like,
birthday?
yeah.
Oh, May 27th. Like, mine is the 23rd.
Walker's
So
is the 31st.
Damn, you Geminis.
But I'm a Leo, so best side in the world.
I thought it was Capricorn.
Oh no, I think
I'm a Capricorn.
I think you heard it was Capricorn too.
I
wrong with
never
Capricorn?
heard
No,
that.
that we're the best.
Oh yeah, no, Capricorns are popping.
I never heard that.
Shout out to Jesus.
Jesus was a Capricorn.
Right.
So L'Oreal said she wouldn't date somebody based on their sign.
I mean,
Gigi clearly-
I'll say it's a flag. I wouldn't say that. I'd just be like, no, never call me again. Da, da, da. But I will always look at them like, man, this nigga's a Pisces. Like, he a
I don't
liar.
even care.
hate Pisces.
Yeah, you see?
I can't believe
I
y'all know
have a
this much
Pisces
about
friend who's
signs.
super
Yeah, I do too.
They're
I
cool.
pay a
No,
lot of
they're
attention to
super
signs.
Pisces
cool
men
though.
usually act like females.
They lie and they lie and they lie.
Gemini's lie.
Men of all signs lie.
Men, period.
They lie about nothing.
All 12 signs lie.
Yeah, I guess so.
You ain't never did nothing that you had to apologize for. You ain't never step out or get caught doing anything.
I've never cheated. Let me see. I've never cheated, but I did. Not with my husband, but like in the past.
In the past.
Yeah, I did. I don't think it's called cheating though.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
but I did.
Let's see.
No, well, okay. I was with my ex, and I found out that he, had a whole little situation. So I was like, oh, okay, well, you was dealing with somebody, whatever. But I was talking to this guy, and he was like my friend, and we would like go out on dates and stuff. I never slept with him or nothing
Okay.
like that.
You was just
but he would just
for your
like
ego.
buy me stuff, and we was just cool, and it was just
Man,
is that
guys,
cheating?
guys hate
But I
when
used to
other
call him
guys
like my
buy you
homeboy.
stuff. Is that cheating?
When another guy buy you stuff, that's cheating.
Nope. Just
Yeah.
just as friends.
It's just inappropriate.
This is how I did it. I knew that he was into me, but I just like, what up, my nigga? Like, you my home.
Hey,
I played the home. Yeah, like the
What
home.
up? Yo, we like that Gucci bag. What's good,
Yeah.
homie?
And then when me and my ex got back together, I would never forget. And he, I don't know what made this dude text this. Mind you, he's never texted nothing inappropriate to my phone. But as soon as I got back with my ex and we on vacation, he gonna say, "When you gonna let me eat that?" I'm like, what? And then my ex saw it.
How did he
Abort
see that?
mission.
You sloppy.
No, I left my phone.
How did you let him?
Because I had nothing to hide.
Oh,
Like, you
okay.
know what I'm saying? So I left my phone in the room and I was like out with my cousins. I had nothing to hide. And when I came back and he looked like a demon in the dark, he was like, he was from DC. He was like, yo, Slim, I will kill you. I'm like, what the fuck?
I'd be
did
like,
I do?
wrong number.
You know when you think you're in trouble, you start thinking stuff like,
What did I
what
do?
the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
Like, what did I do? What did I do? And I'm like, I didn't do nothing. And then he showed me that. I was like, yo, on everything, my nigga, this nigga never touched me. I'm like, I'll call. I'm like, yo, why would you text me something like that? He's like, I don't know. I just felt like saying it. I'm like,
Damn.
Yeah, well, don't.
Yeah.
yeah.
Now is not the time.
Did you cut him off after that?
Or did you let him eat it?
Next week. As soon as I get back.
Be right back.
No, I had to cut him off because I was like, damn. But then when me and my ex stopped talking, we became cool again. But he never ate it.
Okay.
That's good. That's what she told him.
No, he did. I don't know. That kind of turned me off. Like, dude, you was tripping. Like, don't ask me that. Just
Just
That's
do
just
it.
we talked about because we asked. So is that cheating though? Letting
No.
somebody buy you stuff?
Nope.
That you know likes you.
Nope.
Gigi, shut your ass up, because if your dude was letting a girl buy him stuff,
Or what if
first
he
of
was
all,
buying her stuff?
First of all, I'm
If
single.
he was buying her stuff,
If you was with a guy and he was buying another chick stuff.
Okay, see, no.
see, you see,
But you just said that's not
you
cheating.
buy somebody something. That's worse.
yeah,
Like,
that's worse.
Guys can do things that girls can't do and vice versa. It's the catch-22.
yeah, absolutely is.
A guy can sleep with a bunch of women and it's okay in society, and a girl can't.
Right.
A girl can have sex with
He's
another
still a hoe.
female and not
Yeah.
be gay,
And not be gay,
but
yeah.
a guy can have sex with a male and he's going to be gay. Even
And
if
a
he's
girl
not.
can get gifts. And
And
guy
a girl can get gifts and it not be cheating, but a guy can't buy gifts or else it's cheating. Those are the rules.
And you care about her because you bought her some. You took some money out of my pocket to get her
Right,
shit.
That's the main
We
thing.
have a problem.
That's my
Problem.
money.
Houston.
You should have
They-
bought
Houston,
her
we have a problem.
Right.
All right, what about flirting over text? Is that cheating?
Honest to God, I don't know how to flirt. If people think I'm lying, I swear to God.
Tammy, bye.
I swear I don't know how to flirt.
Listen, anything that you would have to hide from your significant other is cheating.
Is she,
Really?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Except for them gifts.
Somebody said, mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh, so
wear that anywhere.
really? So you will go to your dude like, yeah, he bought me the Chanel bag.
no.
Why? It's
That
not
is cheating.
cheating.
But flirting over,
I wouldn't throw it in
I
his
mean, let's say
face.
y'all never slept together, like her situation. Is that cheating? Like just flirting?
What do you consider flirting? That's what I really want to know. Like I can never, like I was having this conversation with my friend. I've never sat there and like, ooh, I like him. I'm gonna flirt with him. Like that sound. It just seemed corny. Like you a flirt.
What if you? Yeah, L'Oreal will. So Tammy, if you was like, you smell good.
I don't. Nah,
That's flirting.
That's flirting.
See, I don't do shit like that.
Right.
And if I do, I really don't like.
Or you'd be like, I tell you got a big dick print.
Nah, that's just
I
like
think
I want to.
that's a little more than flirting.
I want to.
That's a little bit
you
next level, and checking out
flirting.
dick prints.
Yeah,
in the
you
great
went too
sweatpants.
far.
I probably could flirt in a text message before, like in, like.
Right. So let's say like one of your exes hit you up or somebody that, you know, you entertained a little bit but never went out with, and they were just like, oh, you look so good in that dress. And you was like, oh, thank you. And, you know, you look really nice too. And a little bit of flirtation. Is that cheating?
If my nigga was texting that, yeah, you cheating, nigga, you slept with her. But you should have.
Because I'm going to blame you for it. 'Cause I'm going to tag you for
should've
that.
slept with
whether
her.
you did or not.
You're going to get punished the same.
Yeah, so you might as well just slept with her.
But if somebody sent that to you and you was like, thank you. All right, let's just say he said you look so good at New York Fashion Week, and you just said thank you.
No, that's not flirting. That's thank you. Mm-hmm. But I will say, I can't see myself saying, yeah, thank you, you look nice too. Like, but not meaning it like.
See,
in a
it's the
flirt
way you said it just now, but the way he read it is,
Oh, thank you.
You look nice.
You look nice too, baby.
Can I
Me
suck
saying
your
thank you
dick?
is yo,
Because that's what he see. He don't see thank you, you look nice
Why-
too. He see thank you,
I
let me
think
suck
so
your dick.
too. I don't know why I meant like it's like they can do something, but when you do something, it's like the world is gonna
Right.
end.
Absolutely.
Like,
Imagine if you
Back
did
to
the
that
things.
catch 22.
that girl,
Ooh, it's over
we
for
wouldn't
you.
be together. If I did the things that he did, I don't think we would be together.
I don't know about that though,
Because that's how they are.
because I think guys try to act
They
like
can do
that's how
shit, but
they
they
are.
can't take it.
But they're also very competitive.
and
the
then they're
thought-
not gonna want to
I don't
lose
know.
you to the guy.
Right. And the thought of you being with the guy that you was fucking with is really difficult for a man.
They'll get over it. Trust me, they'll get over it.
I don't know. I mean, they will get over it.
Yeah,
but
they'll
my
get
husband, in the beginning of our relationship, I was dating someone. We broke up for like a whole year. This is way before we got married or engaged or anything. We broke up for a whole year, and I was dating someone, and we, had relations, and he could not let that go. He was like, I can't believe. I'm like, it was a year. I was dating this guy for a year.
Right.
And he's like, but you still let him touch you. I was like,
what was you doing?
nigga, in a year you didn't have about the whole damn Atlanta. Like I was dating one person for a whole year, and he still couldn't get over it for like 3 years.
And
It is harder for
do
guys.
guys ask
That's
you
how they
questions
are.
like, was he better than me? Was
Nah,
Yeah,
I
they
think
think that. I think they
He
think
never
that.
asked me that.
Then, of course, he can't ask you that, but he thinks that in his mind, or he might think like, I might could lose her to him at any given time. So
Right.
he's
I
not
better-
gonna want that to happen. So he'll get over it, but he's gonna bring it up more than more than a girl does. I feel like when a guy feel like he's done wrong, he definitely brings it up way more than we would bring it up. You know what I mean? It's like so hard for them to let it go because it's an ego thing.
Yeah.
And with us, we're like really emotions and stuff like that. They don't think about it like that. They're like, this motherfucker ain't about to take my bitch and
Yeah, that's
and then
right.
run away with her.
now I'm looking stupid. That's what they, you know what I mean?
That makes
Now,
sense.
in relationships, there's givers and takers, right? When in the bedroom.
I'm a taker. No, I'm joking. Go ahead. I didn't even get
I'm
the
taking
question.
that dick.
I'm
Take
a
that
taker.
dick.
What you mean though by giving or takers?
So there's people that do more. Like, for instance, you might be more active in the bedroom, get on top, ride it, suck his dick, do all of that.
Wow.
But then there's people that is more takers, that you might be more like he does all of that for you. Usually somebody is more giving and somebody's more taking. Okay?
Well, what are you, Angela?
I'm more of a giver.
You more of a giver? I knew
Yeah.
you was a hoe.
Tammy, you have to get you back. You have to get it back, right?
I I knew it.
Listen, so be it. I'm a giver. I want you to fucking. I do everything.
So you come on, you're aggressive. Like, come here.
I wouldn't say that I'm aggressive, but I will say that like I put in work. Okay,
Put it in work.
that's right. Put them in the dirt. Now, Tammy, are you a giver or a taker?
I would say I'm more submissive.
So you're a taker.
Yeah, I'm a taker.
So you.
I mean, but I have my moments, nigga. I will take if I have to, but I'm more like, I'm a Leo. We like to be,
pampered.
Yeah, we like for them to
Catered
be
to.
over. Yeah, I'd rather you chase me around the room.
Okay. What is the craziest thing that you feel like you've done in the bedroom that you like? Damn, I never thought I would do this.
Oh my God.
She's like so many
Remember, y'all,
things.
she said
I
she's
knew you was a hoe.
She said she's curious, everybody. Don't forget that.
No, I haven't done that yet.
But she's curious. But she might.
Yeah.
Okay, let me find out somebody's getting a threesome. You would? Yes, she's gonna do. Okay.
No, I didn't say I was going to. Hey, don't put that in my mouth. No, I didn't
Paul
say
be
that.
like, wait, babe.
Something else in her mouth.
And she gonna go home and he'll be like, I listened to that lip service episode, so
might
when that
like
threesome
it.
would never know.
Angela put it in her mouth.
I think it would be more so if it was a situation like that, he would just more so probably watch.
Okay, he's got his.
Because she like, you know better what happened
Yeah,
last
right.
time you
Scared.
touched somebody.
Yeah, but I don't even think he could do that. My husband is so like mine that he wouldn't. Like, no.
He'd be like, you ain't come like that for me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, he's that type that be like, oh no, he been punched on the back of her head.
Damn.
Now he gonna charge, and you trying to give him a gift.
Now you,
I was playing, bitch, you really gonna go through with it?
But what is the craziest thing that you're like, damn, I can't believe I did this?
I don't know. I mean, I've done all the things that sex do except for the butt thing. So I've done everything.
You've never done anal?
Hell no.
the butt thing.
You had the perfect butt for it.
Whoa.
I didn't know it was a perfect butt for that.
Perfect butt for
So
the
you've
butt
done
thing.
it, Angela?
No, I can't do anal.
I'm
But I don't got your
terrified.
ass.
That
Yes,
was
it's set up perfect for anal.
All that pushing for the pushing.
Listen,
L'Oreal
that's
loves
not for me.
anal.
I've done it a few times. Hold on,
A few times.
but I don't. A few times, but I don't love it. I mean, it feels
a few
really
times
good.
you had to like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you because it does feel really good. It's just to get to the.
You
press.
gotta get past
like
the pain
I can't
to get to the pleasure.
You gotta be drunk as fuck. Like
So you down with it?
Oh,
I mean,
Gigi.
I've done it. I'll do it again.
yeah,
I'm
Gigi's more
terrified.
of a pro.
I can't
than
do
I
it.
am.
I'm scared.
Because
I
I'm not.
actually haven't had anal sex in a really long time, but I have done it. And it hurt at first.
Yeah, getting through that.
And then
initial-
once you get past the pain, it's like,
Once you let that wall down.
I was scarred, so I
but
would
that
never
shit
do
takes
it.
it takes a lot to get to.
I
through
tried
that
it. I
initial.
tried it. And let me tell you something. That shit was too painful. I couldn't do it. I couldn't relax. And then when I went to take a shit, it hurt.
First of all, don't talk about sex and then shit right after. Like that just
And
made
it
me
makes
sick.
you have to shit.
No,
yeah, it do. Feel
It
like you gotta
does.
shit.
Because it's just like, if say you have
That's not
a
what
baby,
happened
right?
with
And your
me.
baby's constipated and you got to stick your finger in their
Oh
butt.
my god.
So imagine you're a grown baby and somebody's sticking
Stick
a
a
big
whole-
old
wait,
finger in your butt.
Wait, so you never had a finger up your butt though?
I mean, that's who
Yeah,
has
that's
it?
what I'm saying.
I
So
mean,
that's different.
That's like natural.
But see,
But
you
I-
see
but I-
how it feels after it gets a little comforting.
No, I mean that is cool. That's like okay. Let's just say hypothetically a thumb, like Future said. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's cool. But something like this in your asshole, no, I couldn't. do that.
Tammy, just get some
Oh, it
lube or
stretches.
spit and just try it.
Oh shit, no, I was scared.
And
I'm
next
so-
time when you come
What
back,
happened-
let us know.
What happened is one day we were, having,
and it slipped.
And it went in the wrong hole.
and it slipped, and,
Ooh,
and I
that's the worst.
screamed to the top of my lungs.
You just
and
weren't
everything-
prepared.
And I just laid. She just wasn't. And I just,
Yeah, you gotta be-
I
that's the
laid
worst.
in the fetal position, and it ruined me for the rest of my life.
I'm
Listen.
sure.
Girl, that's the worst.
You got to be
That
mentally prepared.
That oops. I ain't
It
mean
was
to
like
hit
a
that
oops,
hole.
yeah. And then he gonna say, "Can we finish?"
No.
Hell
No.
no. Like
You
it
don't see
just-
me in the fetal position?
my ass on fire.
I was like, it hurted so bad. And I like sitting. You can't. No, don't.
You should have been like, my turn. I
He's
bet you would have did that shit again.
like, no, game over.
Nope.
Well, Tammy, I know you got a lot going on because it is Fashion Week, but we do so much appreciate you for coming through. And we love hearing you sing, girl.
Thank you. I can't wait to really see people.
I'm not gonna lie, because at first I was like, oh,
this bitch about to sing.
I know. But it was
No,
really good.
Yeah, I've been singing since I was a kid, and just people just never knew. Like my family and my close friends, every time they saw me, they like, why you not singing on? Why you ain't singing? You know, you had a real talent that you keep hiding. And I'm like, I'm just, I'm good. But I just was like, I think what kept me from doing it for so long is worried about people's opinions. I'm 31 years old, and I really don't give a fuck what nobody say.
But you did get a great response.
Yeah, it went gold already.
You're right.
And,
Wow.
Yeah, and it's like, it's over. How many downloads? You got the statistics.
She's like, I need the numbers.
Yeah, it's like, it's doing amazing. It's caught legs and it's like moving extremely well. So
you've been in the studio with Rico Love?
Yes, he executive produced the whole EP.
That's incredible. And Rico Love ain't just
homie.
playing around, messing in the studio with nobody.
He's like serious like that. That's my homie.
He don't have time.
Yeah, because he will get rid of a bitch quick.
Yeah.
Y'all know somebody. I know.
What?
What y'all know?
I just know he has some female artists that he might have just got rid of. Not just, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
He don't play.
No, he's very straightforward. He's such an artist. And he has so much creativity that like you literally can just sit in the room and how we having this conversation, I swear to God, he'll write 20 songs like that.
That's dope.
Did he come to you or did you go to him? Like, I want to work with him.
I actually know his wife, Robin. So I called her and I was like, Robin, she's from Baltimore. So I was like, hey, what up? I'm like,
we both from Baltimore and whatnot.
Even though you never saw me because I was in the house for 10 years.
Yeah, they know me out. But I hit her like, yo, I want to work with, your husband. And so she was like, girl, what you want to do? She's like, you sing? And I was like, yeah. So she was like, I'm going to ask Rico, but I don't know. So I was like, all right. So I was like, I'm going to send you a video when I get home. So I sent her a video singing In Vogue, the remake from Michael Jackson.
Hold On?
And that one. And
Wait, was it?
It was Hold On.
Okay. I was about to start singing.
Go ahead, sing it. Y'all sing it together. No? Okay. Next episode.
She sent it to him and he called back and he was like, yeah. He was like, is she serious? So I just booked it, everything, and I went in and I did it. Walker ain't know, Deb ain't nobody knew. I just went and did it.
Wow.
Damn, how'd you keep that from him?
I was just like, yo, I'm going to, because I do a lot of stuff like my swimsuits. I do all my outsource. I design all my pieces, so I go and pick out my materials and all that stuff. So I was just like, I'm going to take care of some business for my, for Tammy Rivera. But I didn't say what.
So you lied.
Damn. Sneaky. If you was doing that, you could have been doing anything.
But then when I got in there and I was like, I FaceTimed him and I was like, yo, guess what, I'm in, in the studio. He was like, what? And he like, what? And eventually he like, bitch, what? Who you in the studio with?
Right.
I'm like, with Rico. And he like, oh, that's my brother. Like, we like,
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, he like, you about to do some music? And I'm like, yeah. He like, hell no. And I'm like, I'm serious. So when I sent it to him, he was like, what the fuck? Like,
but he knew you sing.
He didn't know I really sing.
He didn't know that?
That's crazy.
How did you keep that from him?
He knew he was like, oh, I can sing. Oh, you probably sang in church choir or something. He just thought about, like, he never really heard me sing. So when he actually heard it, he was like, oh my God, like I never would just like sing. I kept it hidden for like the first 3 years because I didn't want nobody to think I was trying to have a come up off his career and trying to be a singer. So I was like,
I need you on a remix.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like,
but is he asking? I know he asking to get on a song or something.
No, he's like, it's so funny because one of the songs that we had, he told me something. Enrico was singing on one part. Was that supposed to be my part? I'm like, nah,
no.
Nigga.
So are you writing stuff like about your relationship and all of that?
That whole EP is based off of my relationship.
I was about to say, it has the song has a real like 90s R&B love song feel to it, and I love that.
Thank you. The whole EP, and when I sat down with him, I told him that's the feel I was going for.
Yeah, that's exactly what I felt from it.
How does he feel about that though? Like your relationship, like you putting out your feelings and stuff on your relationship. Like,
he actually cool with it. He's like, when he heard the it's some songs that he didn't like. I had this one song called Only One, and it's like pretty much like, you ain't the only one that can turn your phone off, nigga. I can do it too.
Oh shit!
So
Boom.
he like
flashback.
Yeah, he like
ring. Really?
That's how you feel?
You're like, baby, these are old experiences.
Yeah,
but
like, nigga.
But I'm sure as an artist, he can appreciate your creative release.
He do. He
like emotion. of what you guys went through versus you wanting to fuck him up, you know.
Yeah.
Because you could have released that anger or create, you know, you could have released those emotions on so many different levels.
Right.
And the fact that you took it to talent, and with him being an artist, I'm sure he can appreciate that.
He
so
do. He was like, he's so supportive. Like, he's more excited about my project than he is his own, and that's crazy. But he's like super supportive, and he know that, like, even when we went through our separation, like, I ain't gonna still let nobody talk about you or go crazy. I mean, in my EP, I talk about all of that, like, because most time people think that you're so bitter. Even when you're bitter, you know, sometimes you want to get back, but you like, ooh, I can't do that because I'm gonna be a hoe. Right, you know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, I can't do that. Ooh, I want to say this. So, you know what I'm saying? But you like, I gotta respect myself. Even though I want to get back at you or do something to hurt you, I'm too much of a woman to do that.
And you know, that's so true, because I see a lot of people go through these public breakups, right?
Yeah.
And then they dating somebody else like 2 days later. And I feel like even if you do talk to other people, just keep it low. You don't have to let the whole world like see that, especially because it's very fragile at that time. Yeah. I just feel like, and sometimes you do things like as revenge, because I feel like when people do that, they want the other person to be mad. Like, I'm doing this because I'm trying to show you this, because I want you to feel like, oh man, I messed up.
I want to hurt you back. I want to get you back some type of way. I mean, like that. I'm trying to tell you, that's the truth. But then you just think about it, you like, damn, how is that gonna make me look, or how my daughter gonna feel about that, or you get what I'm saying? Like, you end up hurting yourself, and then you just look crazy. It's a lot of what do you call celebrities or people who are in the public figures who you see them in relationship. They just like, I don't care. Like, and I mean, I get that attitude too, but
it could work for them. But
you know,
I think that's
backfire as well.
Yeah, it could also backfire. Do you remember the first time that you guys had sex and you didn't have your walls up anymore? Like, when you finally were like, okay.
I hope she still has her walls.
No.
Oh!
But I mean, like,
I got them.
You know, when you went from that,
once your walls fell down,
fuck him to, okay, we back now.
You know what's so crazy? Because sex is sex. So even when I did, I can get in that and then turn around and just get back on my phone like, and he like,
let me see who DM me.
Damn, like, he thinking like, oh yeah, I got it back. Come here, baby, let's cut her. Why is it, nigga? I caught mine, all right?
You did your job work.
I'm good.
So what about being in the studio? Is there like anybody that, do you have to think like, okay, I'm going in the studio with this artist? Do you have to be cautious about like, who am I going to work with? Because I don't want him to see me in the studio with this person, that
Mr.
person.
Still your girl or anybody like that. What? I'm just
She's
saying.
funny. I mean, I think when it comes to rappers, but I wouldn't probably be working with a lot of rappers. Maybe
you might
in the
want a
future.
little, yeah.
And
You said Future?
No, I said maybe in the future.
I thought you said you was working with
Yeah,
Future.
you working with Future.
I'm like,
you
that's
already
what
mentioned his thumb in the butt.
That's his famous
It's
move.
so petty. Oh my God. No, in the future, maybe I could be working with some rappers, but no, I don't really. The type of R&B I want to do, like, I mean, you know, the type of music I want to do, I want to just do like real R&B. If you look at my my playlist, it's so old school, like all old school music, like, you know, so that's what I like. But I'm respectable, I feel, because it's certain people that I don't want you to work with. I don't want you to do certain things like, I better not see you hosting a party all lolly on Instagram, Insta Snap with somebody from Love and Hip Hop that I don't know, nigga. It's gonna be a problem.
I bet not.
I check now.
Like, what? No, so yeah, so it's just like it's respect thing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I would never, or I would come to him and say, hey, baby, how would you feel about? And I would probably let him contact that person as opposed to me trying to go to them direct.
Can he come to the studio too?
Who, my husband?
Yeah, while you in there working?
No, I don't want him there. I don't like him to be in my set because creatively it like messes me up. Like, he blocks me.
He probably be making you laugh.
I don't
and stuff.
I don't get serious about him, or I get super. It's either I laughing or I'm super nervous when he's in the room.
That's
Right.
cute.
Yeah.
I think that's cute.
Yeah, so I don't want him around.
How much of this EP is done so far?
The whole EP is done.
It's done.
It's absolutely done.
So when is it coming out?
We're working on a release date now. We just trying to make sure that it's rolled out the right way. I'm not gonna just throw. And Kisses is still moving so good, so I'm gonna let that. I haven't even released the video. I'm done with the video for Kisses, and I haven't released it yet. But I'm about to release that at least at the end of the month, and then let that keep moving, and then just make sure I do it the right way. I'm not gonna just drop out. I want to make sure that I'm serious and that people take me serious as an artist before I even just every move I make, you know?
Right. What if one of his boys tried to holler at you like while y'all was on your break? Would you tell him?
I have. There have been some, not, I would say homeboys, but niggas that I've seen him be cool with.
Associates.
Yeah, that's you, Mike.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, I don't know.
And I have, like, they have, like, hit me in my DM, and I have screenshot, like, while we weren't talking, I have screenshot it and sent it to him, like, don't you know him? And he be like, yeah, I know that nigga. And I'm like, yeah, well, he just tried to talk to me, even though I don't like you, you bitch ass nigga. Like, at the end, I'm like, yeah. No, I would do that because I'm like, at the end of the day.
Don't think you're the only one that can pull a nigga.
I like that.
I swear, I was like, even though I don't like you, fuck you bitch ass nigga, but this nigga tried to talk to me. And I would do that because regardless if we ever together, I love that man. And you can't, when you love somebody, you can't take that back. And if I wasn't with him and he around a nigga that I know don't have his best interest and something happened to him and I didn't tell him,
right,
like, oh, this dude wasn't really cool with you, then I'm a take that weight on me. You know what I'm saying?
So how did he react? Does that make him just cut that person off?
Yeah, or he just know how to move on. Some people you just gotta know how to move with. It ain't even like a personal, like, man, you aren't friends. I don't talk to you every day. So if someone told me something about Angela, like, oh, she did something like this, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not gonna be like, oh, bitch, I'm gonna beat your ass when I see you, unless it was too disrespectful. But I'll probably just know how to move with you.
Damn, why you had to use me?
Because you here in the show.
I thought we was all friends here.
Because bitch, I will fuck you up.
Okay, I went too far. That was lip service.
Okay, and to be continued. No, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I just don't know how to carry it with you. I wouldn't be too friendly. I just like, okay, bitch.
I know how you moving.
You shady, and as soon as you say something, I'm gonna let your ass know what I know. But
just so y'all know, we good. Ain't nothing.
No, it ain't nothing.
It's all love.
All love.
And what's the name of the EP?
I haven't decided a name yet.
Is it gonna
Maybe
be one
y'all
of the
can help
songs?
me.
Taker, because you're a taker.
Yeah.
How about dicks? Since you say that a lot.
Dicks everywhere.
Dicks everywhere.
Dick hunt? Yeah, I like that.
No, something. I don't know. I haven't thought. I think I'm
ridiculous. Oh, no?
With dick in like red or something.
Well, I hope your dick ain't red. That's scary.
I'm trying to think of some of her
In bold type.
Yeah, you need a
I've been trying to do stuff that's like, I've been thinking too deep about it. Trying
no
to find
anal.
No shit.
No shit. Wow, I'm tired of this shit. No slip ups.
Yeah. Whoop.
Wrong
hole.
All right,
Curious.
well, listen.
We
when
got
y'all
all
hear
curious.
this-
Oh, curious. Oh,
Curious.
Oh, shit, curious. Was you curious?
This album is not about me having this threesome.
We like that.
How about you can watch?
Ooh.
Y'all are so petty.
Petty.
I knew you was gonna say.
Hashtag petty.
Right.
All right, well, listen, make sure y'all hit her up and let her know what you think. We're going to come up with some more names, though. I'm excited for you.
Yes,
but
please.
congratulations, Tammy.
Thank you so much. And thank you guys for having me.
Tammy Rivera, lip service.